Hi everyone. Okay, let's see. Hi. Is it still buffering or is it just on my end? Hi. Hi all. So please let me know if the voice and the video is looking good. Okay, it's not buffering. Great. So, alright. So hello everyone. Welcome to the first live reading for the full moon. The full moon will be on 20th of September, if I'm not mistaken, next coming Monday. So this will be the first of 3 upcoming live reading that I'll be doing. So the next 2 live reading I'll do it tomorrow morning and tomorrow evening. If not tomorrow morning and evening, it could be tomorrow evening and Monday evening. So I'll just see how my schedule will be. So thank you so much for joining in and welcome. So I'm just going to explain a little bit about the live reading for those of you who might be new into the chat. So welcome. This will be a free and donation based live reading. So the donation is optional, but it will get priority. So I'll do the donation one first, and then I'll do for the free question. So you may post your free question, but try to not spam the chat and just like post it once in a while. So because like once I'm done with the donation, I'll go back up and look up for the free question. And what else am I supposed to say? And for those of you who are new and you could not find the live chat or you could not type into the live chat, that means that you haven't subscribed. So just click the subscribe button and wait for around 5 minutes. It will automatically appear. And then yeah, I think that's all for the couple of rows that I have. Okay, so yeah, let's start with the reading. We have Asia first. Asia, why has Jaws been slow to reach out? I'm getting right away here money energy coming in. So he could be this person could be a little bit busy or kind of like occupied on work or financial related situations. Okay, so that could be something that is taking up his mental space, I would say here, especially something related to money and career related situation here, Asia. I do get the communication will definitely be picked up. I've got 2 aces coming up for you here, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups energy coming up with the Six of Wands energy here as well. So I don't really see any alarming or any concerning, like I do not see that he's ignoring you or he's ghosting you in that case. It's just that with this Two of Pentacles energy that I've got coming out from him here is that there is a little bit of balance energy I'm getting, or at least like he's trying to be keeping a balance within himself here is what I'm getting here, Asia. So I feel like something related to money or just like he's trying to fix something or he's trying like to put attention onto something is what I'm getting coming up here. And then I've also got the judgment energy coming in here, like a divine intervention. Something is definitely happening to him related to his personal life, but more specifically here I'm getting is that career energy, career or money related situation. But this is definitely going to be a temporary one because I've got the 2 aces coming up here for you. I've got the Chariot here as well, the Seven of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. So this person is definitely going to be, like coming back again. I mean, like the communication is definitely going to be picking up again. Could also be because of the energy, like the full moon and the Mercury retrograde also starting to, like kind of like getting into the air. So that's also might be something kind of like, how do I say it here? Like honestly, for me personally, I don't even like, I was so tired. I just like have so many things coming out of nowhere. I don't even have time to just like sit down and like read and reply to some people. No, I'm not saying that that is the case for him, but something could actually be happening here. I'm getting more strongly here towards financial and career related situation. Yeah. Yeah, he was just like definitely busy, but how do I say it here? Like something just came to him out of nowhere, because I've got the Seven of Cups energy coming up and Five of Pentacles. So some kind of like issue or just like sudden issue, sudden problem that needed his attention. Like there are so many things that he needed to, like paying attention to. He's not really someone that is good with multitasking. So just like not really have the energy, I would say here. And another thing that I've got coming up is that fear is also something coming into him. So fear of financial related situation, but things are definitely moving forward is what I'm getting coming up here. Let me pull a time frame. I don't really think like it's going to be lasting that long, because either way I've got the chariot energy coming up here. So moving forward is definitely there. Like things are definitely moving forward for both of you. Like there is no doubt on that. I've got the number 9, so I would say here keep at least, it might continue until 9 days, or at least until end of this month is what I'm getting, which is also like we have the Mercury retrograde happening as well. So there might be some, just like some um, tiredness, feeling exhausted, I would say here is what I'm getting. But other than that, it's not really like an intentional thing that he is ignoring you, or like he's like not, he does not want to talk to you. Definitely not in that way. Your next question. When is your next male companion, be it friend or relationship? I've got the number 9 coming in here as well, but let me just work. Yeah, fall energy coming up quite strongly here, Asia. So end of this month, or starting up from beginning of fall to mid fall is what I'm getting coming up here. So fall season, I'm like, this coming fall season is going to be really, really significant. And then the number 5 coming in here as well. So from now until the next 5 weeks is also going to be quite significant. I feel like you're going to be meeting up a lot of new people, I would say here. Starting up from this fall, I'm getting a very strong water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces that will be coming in here. Someone that might be, I'm getting a little bit of childish energy coming up here, but could be just someone with an age gap from you, like either younger than you or a little bit older than you. But there is a little bit of immaturity energy coming up here. Now, the immaturity here is not really like dramatic kind of immaturity. Again, could be a little bit of immature, or like someone with an age gap. So someone could be like a little bit younger than you is what I'm getting coming up here. And I've also got the Knight of Pentacles energy. I've got the Three of Cups. Now, I would say here the people, be it male or female, that you will be meeting up, this starting up from this fall, like from now until the next coming 5 weeks here. I feel like this people is going to be there in your life for quite a while, because I've got the Three of Cups energy coming up here. And then I've also got the Knight of Pentacles energy coming in here as well. So it's like you will be meeting up these people, and this like a group of people that you will be meeting up here will be like moving forward with you here with your journey. So it's like both, I mean like, how do I say it here, like it's going to be there for quite a long time is what I'm getting coming up here, at least for a little while is what I'm getting coming up here, Asia. So I feel like some people that you will be meeting up here in this coming fall, in this next 5 weeks here, is going to be quite a long term and stable friendship and stable companion here is what I'm getting. I'm also getting a very strong female energy coming up here. I know you're only asking about male, but I'm getting a very strong female energy coming up here. Air sign Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini that will be coming in into your life here as well. I'm getting more towards like a mother figure. So this person could be older than you, or could just like be serving as the purpose of like being a mother, like just like helping you grow emotionally, but just like being a mother. That is what I'm getting coming up here. Yes, definitely good energy. I'm getting definitely a very strong good energy coming up here. Like I said before, this is going to be like a group of friends that will be there for quite a while for you, helping you and kind of like cheering you moving forward is what I'm getting coming up here, Asia. So I'm getting a very strong water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Could be someone a little bit older than you, or could also be like an basically I'm getting a very strong age gap energy coming up here. That's for the male. And for the female here, I'm getting air sign, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. And this person, I'm not really getting any significant age gap, but I'm getting a very strong energy of like a mother. So like being a mother to you here, like guiding you. But overall energy that I'm getting coming up here, this people that you will be meeting up here is definitely going to be a long-term one. It's definitely going to be building up a stable friendship, a stable companion, stable relationship, I would say here, moving forward for the future. So this will be someone that will be cheering you and like helping you moving forward with your dream, with your milestone, like just like pushing you is what I'm getting here, Asia. So that's it for the second question. Will you get the grant that Kimodi helped you to apply? So let's see. I feel I'm getting that there are some process I would say here before you actually be able to receive the grant, because I've got Seven of Cups energy coming up here, like some layers. So could be like some levels. Maybe like you will be getting an email like to ask you to send like let's say motivation letter, or just like coming up for interview. Basically, like there is some level is what I'm getting coming up here, which I feel like it may take a while until you receive the message, or until you get the confirmation. Like there are some process, so at least the process can be taking a little bit of while is what I'm getting coming up here. Like they are looking at each level. So I feel like the jury or whoever is responsible to be giving out the grant will be looking at so many areas, which can make that you will be hearing from them as a little bit later. I'm getting a very strong yes coming up here. I've got the chariot, and then I've got the 10 of cups energy coming in here. I've also got the three of wands energy coming in here as well. I'm getting quite a very strong yes, I would say here, Asia. So I feel like yes, you will definitely be able to receive the grant. I'm also getting a very strong moving energy coming up here. I'm not sure if you require to move to somewhere, or again this could be like energetically moving, I would say here, or could be helping you expanding yourself, expanding your energy in general is what I'm getting coming up here. I would say yes, there is a very strong yes I've got coming up here, but it may take a little bit of while for you. Okay, 3 weeks. Yeah, it could be taking a little bit of while is what I'm getting coming up here. Let me pull a time frame, because I've got the number 10 and the number 7 coming in here quite strongly. So it could be October 7th, but I've also got, yeah, I've got 7-8. So October 7th or October 8th could be quite significant, I would say here. Yeah, around those time, maybe like even like until the end of the October, for example. There's a little bit of time that is uh, that they're taking is what I'm getting coming up here. But overall, yes, you will definitely be able to receive the grant. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. So let me update the donation list. Yeah, kind of like need to take a kind of like they're needing some time, just like little bit of a slow process. But other than that, you're definitely going to be getting it. So thank you so much for those of you who have donated. Give me a minute. I'm going to just update the list. Okay. Please let me know if in case I missed anyone from the donation. Okay, so let's see with Judith. Okay, Mike, yes, I got you. I'll update in a bit. Let me finish up the what will October look for you? So let's see. I'm getting a very strong, fast moving energy coming up for you here, Judith. So I feel like the month of October here, you're going to see some area that you have been feeling stagnant at, or I feel like for quite a while here, there might be some area that you feel stuck, or you just like feel a very strong stagnancy energy coming up here, and all of those energies definitely going to start changing for you, or definitely going to start picking up for you here. So you're going to see a lot of fast moving energy coming up here, starting out from the month of October. I've also got the Ace of Pentacles energy coming up here. There is going to be some financial blessings or financial abundance coming up here, or just in general, here's something that I've been waiting for quite a while is starting to make an entrance starting to make an entrance into your life, basically like giving you some stability energy is what I'm getting coming up here. Another thing that I've got here is that I've got karma, and then I've got the Four of Cups energy here. I think starting from mid-October or towards the end of the month of October here could be due to the Mercury retrograde season. I feel like you might be spending a little bit more time of being a little bit too hard on yourself is what I'm getting coming up here. So like try to not overthink a lot, try to not like put so much of pressure into your life is what I mean, like into yourself in general. I would say here, like don't really blame yourself, don't really feel, like yeah, don't really stuck in the self-blaming energy is what I'm getting coming up here. You might be feeling a little bit down towards the mid of October to the end of October, but it's just like going to be a temporary one here. Let me see. I've also got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords energy coming up here with the Eight of Swords. Like I said before, emotionally you might be feeling a little bit stuck or a little bit trapped, but it's just going to be a temporary one. So try to not feed into those energy. Like the moment that you like starting to see a pattern, okay, like I'm starting to feel down, I'm starting to feel a little bit low on myself, like try to like meditate or ground yourself here, like so you can see things clearly is what I'm getting here. Your hard work and your determination will definitely be rewarded. I've also got the Ace of Swords energy coming up here, a very strong communication energy coming in here. So I feel like there is going to be a honest communication is what I'm getting coming up here, like a truthful and honest, open communication. But another thing that I've got coming up here is that you will be able to see things clearly, like you're going to get a lot of clarity, I would say, here in the month of October, which is going to be helping you moving forward. The most important thing I would say here is that being being honest and being honest and being open with yourself. I'm getting a little bit of throat chakra blockage coming in for you as well, so try to focus on that in the month of October is what I'm getting coming up here. Let's see, what else. I've got the King of Wands energy, and then I've also got the Page of Pentacles energy coming up here. Let me there will be someone coming in into your life, fire sign, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And then I'm also getting a very strong courage energy coming up here. So I feel like you may make a decision that to go after whatever you've been wanting to do. I would say here's some sort of like a plan, or some sort of like a plan that I've been putting on hold for quite a while, and you just kind of like, okay, this is it, like everything is starting to fall into places, I'm just going to go at it. Overall energy, I would say here with this Page of Pentacles is that you will be able to achieve most of what you've been manifesting, most of what you've been like wanting to achieve is what I'm getting here. I'm getting a very strong stability coming up here, especially in terms of finances. So financially, things are definitely looking good for you in the month of October, Judith. So that's it for your reading. I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. You're welcome. Okay, let's start with Amelia. Is he scared? Is he not scared that he will or has lost you? Or let's see. So I'm going to be checking out into his energy and his feelings first, and then I'm going to start with your second question here, and then we are moving to the first. So let's see about how he feels towards you here, and what is the energy around him. I've got self-love, work on inner self. I've got karmic situation coming up here, third party situation, and family issue and family upbringing. So this is like the biggest challenge or the biggest healing that he needs to be doing at this time. I've got coming up here, Amelia, with this three energy. And then I've got I know I made a mistake coming up here, explore your creative side. And then I've got religious and spiritual factors. I've got forgive and let go. The time is not right. And then I've got I'm working on building our future. Release your past, learn from it. So to answer your first question here, is he not scared that he will lose you or he has lost you? I think he's quite worried about that. I would say. I mean, like he's definitely scared on that. He's definitely scared that like there is this chance that like he might have lost you already. So is what I'm getting coming up here. I feel like this is how do I say it here? Like definitely I'm honestly not getting a peaceful sleep and peaceful rest, I would say, coming up from him here. So I feel like at night, more specifically here at night, you might be picking up his energy quite strongly here, like just like trouble sleeping, especially if you haven't already this past couple of days, you will definitely be getting that either today, tomorrow, or I mean like this coming full moon and the upcoming Mercury retrograde season. I would say here, like you will definitely be getting that intense energy at night, like as if someone is watching you, like dreams of him feeling sad, or just like dreams of a version of him, like a child, like crying. I would say here, like those kind of like intense emotional dreams that you will be getting up here is what I'm getting here, Amelia. Now, is he scared? Yes, he's definitely scared, because at the same time here, I do get that he knows he had made a mistake. I mean, like he knows like he hasn't really been the best for you. I would say like he hasn't really been giving you the what you desire and what you deserve. And another thing that I've got coming up here is that I've got self-love and working on building our future. So I feel like this time, even though he might not be moving as fast as you are expecting him to be, but the progress of him healing, again, I keep getting this healing energy and him working on himself here, which is going to be reaching up the completion. I would say here, like there is a lot of work that he has been putting on himself here on an individual level, like on his like emotional and mental stability is what I'm getting, because again, this is also another confirmation that I've got coming up here. But at the same time, there is also a feeling of guilty energy coming up here, which this is part of him, like wants you to be able to forgive and let go of things that he had done in the past. Like once the time is once the times I mean like once the time is right, and once he comes back towards you here, even though he has done, I would say here, like almost like 60 to 70% of healing, but at the same time the guilty energy, like feeling bad, is still definitely there. And when that happens, he wants you to be able to forgive him and accept him, and not like because I feel like part of him here knows that you haven't really been able to fully trust him because of everything that had happened in the past. But when the time is right, like when he comes back towards you asking for another chance, he wishes that you would actually give him another chance without holding him accountable or without holding him responsible for how things had been in the past. Is part of what he wants to tell you. Of course, I wish I could talk to you right now coming up here. I've also got release your past again. I know I made a mistake, release your past, forgive and let go is part of what he wants you to know. Now, the delay, I won't say a delay here because I do see him progressing in terms of his healing, in terms of, like just like transformation within himself here. But at the same time, there will be some road bump, I would say. Like, it's not going to be like a smooth sailing for him. This is why kind of like, the delay is going, I mean, like the delay has been happening. I've got third party situation, family issue, family upbringing, and karmic situation, which is just all which is what's been happening all within himself at this time. This is part of the delay is what I'm getting coming up here. This is part of what he is fighting on a constant level is what I'm getting coming up here. So he's definitely scared that like he will lose you, but at the same time here he knows as well, unless and until he comes forward, unless and until he end up all of this karmic situation, all of this like issues within himself here, he won't be able to fully be happy, I would say, like not only with you but on an individual level. He would never really be able to like feel that happiness or feel like a mental peace is what I'm getting coming up here. I've got the Ace of Swords energy coming in here, which is the communication energy, where he will be coming in towards you. Like, look at this. I've got the offer coming in here as well, like him literally coming towards you here, giving you a romantic offer, giving you a romantic proposal is what I'm getting coming up here with this Knight of Cups energy. I've got the Four of Cups here. I feel like you will be picking up a lot of his overpowering energy, I would say here. Like I won't say back and forth thought. Like you might be, like I said before, like during the night time here, you could just like feel that very strong intense of like, what am I supposed to be doing? That emotional intensity is also another thing that I've got coming up here. Let me pull the future. So I've got so many cards coming in here for you. Now I've got the Chariot energy here, so a very strong moving energy coming up here. No, I do not see any delays in the contact. I've got the Ace of Swords energy coming up here, so this is a very strong communication energy. And then I've also got the Ace of Pentacles energy coming in here as well. I don't see any delay coming in for the contact. I feel like the contact is definitely going to be happening pretty much soon. I've got the Chariot energy coming in here as well. So moving energy, like I said before, this two energy, like the two aces that I've got coming up for you, and the chariot energy. And the chariot energy is a fast moving energy coming up here. I do not see any significant delay in terms of the contact. I feel like he's definitely going to be coming up towards you here. The contact will be happening soon, and when the contact happens here, it's going to be the full of honest conversation. Like he's going to be like be vulnerable, I would say here with you, Amelia, and at the same time he is also going to be giving you the commitment that you desire is what I'm getting here as well, which is one thing that I've got coming up here. I've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles energy coming in here as well. So another thing that I've got coming up here is that he does realize, or he does come, I mean, he has come to the realization here that you are the one who is actually suitable for him, I would say here. Like he kind of like starting to understand the energy between both of you here and how both of you are connected with one another, especially with this King and the Queen of Pentacles. Another confirmation about the soul connection that I've got coming in here for you, where he's finally going to be opening up his, I didn't even realize I've got another aces coming up for you here. So three aces energy coming up here. 100% yes, the contact is definitely going to be happening. I do not see any more delay. And like I said before, he's also scared that he's losing you, or like he will be losing you if he's delaying again, where he's finally going to be taking up the leap of faith here to come towards you and communicate with you. I've got the Six of Wands energy coming up here, a very strong victorious outcome coming up here as well. So he will be taking up the leap of faith towards you here. At this time, he's working up on his courage, or what to say towards you, and like what to pick up, like what to say and what to approach you with here is what I'm getting coming out. Which is why I feel like the next couple of days, I would say here, or even after the communication happen, you will be picking up a lot of his sadness, especially at night, is what I'm getting here, Amelia. So that's it for your reading. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. Alright, so who is next? Also, everyone, I'm so sorry I'm moving in a little bit of slow pace on today's reading, but I'll definitely try to pick up. Alright, Yvette. Let's see, Yvette question. Yvette, you can post your question, please. I've got emotional healing here as well. This just like flipped here, Amelia. So emotional healing is what is him going through at this point of time. You're welcome. No, Jaden, there is no list for free reading. You just have to wait until I'm done with the donation. Okay, how does Anthony feel about you at this time? So on how does Anthony feels about you at this time, there is a little bit of insecurity energy is what I'm getting coming up from him, which is why I've got not now coming in here as well. Like I feel like at this point of time, he's feeling a little bit insecure, I would say here about, how do I say it here? It's like I think he's being a little bit, or I won't say a little bit, he's being a bit too hard on himself here is what I'm getting here. But like he might be thinking that okay, you have grown so much, like, and he might be feeling a little bit off balance within himself here, just like feeling insecure, feeling being too hard on himself in general is what I'm getting coming up here, Yvette. And then I've got you mean the world to me. I've got will you marry me energy coming up here. So this is definitely something. This is definitely on how he feels towards you here. I've got will you marry me and you mean the world to me is what I'm getting coming up here. So he has a lot of strong feeling and strong emotional feeling towards you, and he wants to be with you. Like I said before, he's definitely putting you in such a high pedestal in a way that it can make him coming up as a little bit insecure or feeling like he feels that like you are just like amazing, like you're just like up there, and he hasn't reached out in that particular level just yet is what I'm getting coming up here. But he wants to marry you, he wants to be with you is what I'm getting coming up here. I've got yes, he definitely has been thinking about you here as well is what I'm getting coming up here. And then I've got be grounded in faith. I'm getting that he is asking you to be a little bit patient on him, or just like stay grounded in your faith is what I'm getting coming up here. Because even though he's working on himself, not as fast as you would like him to be, or not as fast as you're expecting him to be, but he is working on himself here as much as he can. I mean, like, as fast as he can is what I'm getting coming up here. And then another thing here is that he's also like wanting to release the past, in a sense that whatever past experiences or whatever negative experiences that both of you had to go through, I would say here, pain and trauma that both of you had to go through in the past, he's also like working on releasing that, and he's also wanting you to not really hold him accountable for the past. And then I've also got angels or universe are working on your behalf is another thing that I've got coming up here. So with this being grounded in faith and angels and the universe working on your behalf here, this both energy that I've got coming up for you here, this is basically that he's asking you to be a little bit patient. Of course, like I do understand like how annoying it is like to have the patient energy, but it's like he's working on himself. Things are definitely progressing for the better place, like for both of you. And there is so much of divine guidance and divine presence coming in here around you here, Yvette. Let me pull the time frame. Of course, the number 7 coming up, he's definitely feeling a little bit of overwhelm and overburden. So there is some pressure that he has been putting within himself. The number 7 is coming up here quite significantly here. 7 weeks to late spring is going to be quite significant as well for you, Yvette. So that's how he feels towards you. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. And let's see with Emily. You can post your question, Emily. And Aquarian Light, yeah, I've just posted the donation list. So that's the list we have. Hi, Emily, you can post your question, please. We go. And you're welcome, Yvette. Hi Shai, I've got your donation, but it comes in as an e-check, so you may have to um, confirm it on your end, I would say, because it says here it will take around 3 to 5 days, and usually when I get e-check, it can be cancelled. So I feel like you may need to look into that. This one, Josh, is I think the name is Oracle of the Unicorns, if I'm not mistaken. This one. This is Light Seer, and this one is the Greenwich Tarot. This is Light Seer deck. Okay, Emily, things are moving. Okay, great. Will they continue that way? See what is the energy. Definitely, yes. I've got Kinder partnership right away coming up here for you, Emily. Kinder partnership and great achievement. I think this energy keeps on coming up here in your previous reading as well. This is what I mean, the soul connection that I've got coming up here uh, for both of you. Now I've got loss and family, friends, and God. Please do not freak out about the loss energy, because this is how your husband is feeling, in a sense that he's starting to realize, like if he goes the opposite direction, I would say here, like at this time he have, how do I say, like he has tasted both sides is what I'm getting coming up here. So the energy that I've got coming in here for both of you with this great achievement energy here, things are definitely going to be moving forward in that direction. There is no doubt on that. At the same time here, if he continues to the opposite direction, he's starting to realize what are the things that he could possibly lose, or what are the things that he has already starting to lose, I would say here. And this is like waking up, a huge realization, like a huge awakening energy is what I'm getting coming up here from your husband's side. And then I've also got friends, family, and guides here, and the letting go energy. I feel like there is also a very strong divine energy surrounding your husband at this time. I'm getting a very strong female energy here, which I feel I'm getting more towards like an older female energy. So could be, I'm not sure if you know about this, could be mother or could be a grandmother energy. So someone that might have passed away from his family. A female energy a female older energy is what I'm getting here. So if he had lost his grandmother, so this could be a grandmother, or could also be like a mother figure, or just could be like like a spirit guide. This is what I'm getting coming up here to help your husband on letting go, and like kind of like making him realize is what I'm getting coming up here. Okay, his grandma. Yeah, I'm getting a very strong older female energy coming up here. So that's what I've got coming in here from your husband's side. things are definitely going to be moving forward in a positive way. I've got Wheel of Fortune energy coming up here. He's also starting to realize the karma, I would say here, like he's also like starting to release his karma and realizing, okay, this is like karmic lessons. Like that is like the realization within himself is what I'm getting. So yes, things are definitely going to be moving forward quite positively here for both of you. At the end of the day, he's definitely going to be choosing you. I've got the Empress energy coming up here. Like he knows, in like deep down, he knows. Like even way before here, he knows that you I mean, like you are on the top. I would say here, like compare with anyone. But now he's starting to realize, like not only that there is a very huge possibility of losing you completely, like but losing you everything that he has built. So that sense of loss has starting to hit him is what I'm getting coming up here. Once again, I keep getting the fall energy coming up here. I've got the Nine of Pentacles here. This is going to make him to be stable and be independent within himself, like finally stepping up into his own power. There is a very strong possibility of pregnancy coming up for you here, Emily, even though I'm not getting that strongly, but just be careful because of this Empress energy that I'm getting coming up here. So things are definitely moving forward in a positive direction, I would say here. Things are definitely moving forward in a positive direction for both of you. What is your next question? It's just like working. I think it's more of like he's becoming more grounded and more stable within himself. Okay, yeah, so just a little bit careful on the pregnancy. There might be, like unexpected one, even though I'm not getting that strongly, but like just be careful. Okay, Empress, I got you next. Second question: what will happen with your business before end of the year? So business-wise, I've got Ace of Pentacles coming up here, Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. I've got the full energy coming in here as well. I feel like there will be a new, I'm not sure if you have any plan of expanding the business, because I'm getting like a very strong moving energy coming up here, or some sort of like an expansion coming up here. So maybe like expanding to the neighboring state or neighboring city, for example. But there will be some sort of like a new opportunities, like a new doors will be opened for your business here, Emily. And I feel like when that happens, either starting from the end of this year or beginning of next year, it is safe for you to actually take up upon those opportunities. There will be like a lot of new opportunities coming in into your way. I'm getting a very strong expansion energy coming up here. So it's like there will be opportunities to expansion. Money is definitely coming up quite stable. I've got stability energy coming up here. Honestly, I'm getting more towards like an expansion of the business, like getting bigger and financial stability is what I'm getting coming up here. Yeah, so I feel like next end of this year or starting forward from next year, you're going to be able to put those plans into action. And like I said before, you will definitely be, I mean, like things are definitely going to start falling into places. And when that happens, you have to be quick to grab those opportunities right in front of you here is what I'm getting. So quite a positive energy. Two aces coming in here. Let me pull a time frame. So I'm getting early winter energy coming up here, and the number 3. So 3 months from now, early winter, which is also going to be next year and end of this year. Early winter 3 months from now, or the month of March, is going to be quite significant for you here, Emily, for the business. So that's it for your reading. Thank you so much for your donation. And thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. And let's move to Empress. Yes, definitely, definitely. Definitely, Emily. Okay, Empress of Love. Next action, the Sagittarius towards you. when I picked up here, I mean, when I was just shuffling, Empress, I'm getting a little bit of stuck energy coming up here or feeling stuck. But this is more of, I'm getting a very strong karma energy coming up here. Karmic situation, could be third party situation, family issue, family energy. I feel like this Sagittarius here might be feeling a little bit stuck within a certain karmic situation. Could be a family energy. I'm getting a very strong family energy coming up here with this Ten of Cups here, and I've also got the Three of Swords energy here. I feel like this person is going to start realizing and the karmic situation and the karmic lessons that this person has on their life, especially on healing some childhood trauma and inner child trauma. The next course of action is what I'm getting coming up here is that this person will be moving forward quite quickly towards you here with this Knight of Swords energy. You're going to start seeing a lot of fast moving energy coming up here. But the thing here is that there is also a little bit of rushing energy. So you may find again when this person is coming in towards you here at the same time they are also still healing, so it's going to be happening all at once. So it's not going to be like they have completely healed first and then coming towards you. It's not going to be like that. They are still healing, they're still understanding their emotion, they're still letting go of the past pain, hurt, and just like heartbroken energy coming up here on them. At the same time, they're also going to be coming towards you here as well. So in that course of action, you're going to find that they can be a little bit fast towards you, and then sometimes like can be like things can be moving up a little bit too fast, and then after that you're going to feel like a little bit of quietness, like what is going on here. So that kind of energy is still going to be continuing here is what I'm getting coming up here. Yes, so fast moving energy coming up here. Another thing that I've got here is that being emotionally open is also another thing that I've got coming up here as well. I feel like when they come forward towards you here, they are going to be quite open on terms of spirituality, especially like on how to heal themselves on emotionally. So they might be open to hear like advice from you here on how to heal themselves or on how to like be open more within themselves emotionally speaking. So like there will be like those type of conversation is also another thing that I've got here. Time frame. Fall coming up quite strongly. I've got the number 3 here and the month of October to November. More specifically here the month of November. So November and the number 3, 3 weeks to 3 months from now, there is a very strong possibility of pregnancy coming up here. So just be careful of that. But other than that, things are definitely looking good for you. Yeah, he will. I mean, like they definitely will be, like more open on how to heal themselves, on how to be more open and vulnerable, emotionally speaking. Here, Empress of Love. So that conversation is definitely coming in. Just be careful. I'm not really getting that strongly of the pregnancy, but there is a very strong possibility of that. Thank you so much, Empress of Love, for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. Let's see. Deaf soft. You can. I mean, who knows, right? Things can happen. Just be a little bit careful of that, but things are definitely moving forward quite well for both of you. You're welcome. Yes, Deaf Soft, you can push your question, please. What will October look for you? Okay, first of all, here I'm getting the Nine of Cups energy. So this is a very strong of wish fulfillment energy coming up here. The month of October is definitely looking good for you in terms of your emotional satisfaction level, like all the wishes that you want to achieve, especially when it comes into your love family situation is what I'm getting coming up here. Love relationship family situation is what I'm getting coming up. I'm also getting a very strong progress energy coming in here as well, as you can see from the number 9 to the number 10. So there is going to be a very strong progress on terms in terms of emotionally speaking. So family love situation. I'm getting a very strong water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Again, this could be a water sign, but I'm getting a very strong masculine energy coming in here as well. Coming forward, as you can see here in this particular picture on how this person is offering you a cup, I feel like there is someone in your life that I've been wanting to hear from, or someone that kind of like you've been wanting to see how things moving forward, but either no communication. Could be someone from the past coming in here and at least giving you that offer, like the offer of love, or just like an offer of face-to-face meeting communication energy, but honestly I'm getting here is that a masculine energy coming forward and giving an offer. That's the vision is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly. I feel like the month of October here, where you will be feeling more confident within yourself and more grounded within yourself here as well. Financially, I'm getting a very strong balance energy. It's just that I'm not really getting any strong financial I'm not really getting a very strong like financial energy coming up here, but more of like a stable energy. So there might not be any significant changes on terms of the financially speaking, but things are definitely going to be quite stable. I feel like you need to be more patient on yourself, I would say here, because at the same time, I'm also getting a very strong inner conflicts energy coming up here for you as well. So you might be like having a lot of doubts within yourself, like your intuition is trying to tell you something, but you are trying to fight your own intuition is what I'm getting here. So this is something that you need to stop doing in the month of October. Overall energy here is that progress in terms of love. There might be a little bit unnecessary disagreement or misunderstanding with someone. I've got the Two of Swords here, but again, this is more of like inner conflict within yourself here is what I'm getting. I feel like you need to be paying more attention onto your work related situation. Try to not put so much of burden. Try to not like put all of this. It's like sometimes I feel like you tend to be putting so much of pressure onto yourself, feeling overwhelmed and feeling overburdened, like you are just carrying the weight of the world in your shoulder. I feel like the month of October, you need to stop doing that here and start releasing any burden or any, like any weight that are no longer serving you. So I feel like the only challenging part I would say here is that work related situation, or just like a lot of pressure that I'm getting coming up here for yourself. So try to, like ground yourself a little bit more. Like I feel like you just like need to just stay quiet and just be within yourself. Everything is just going to fall into places. That kind of energy is what I'm getting coming up here quite strongly. Yeah, emotionally I'm getting like a lot of progress. So family, love situation, but in general here is that I'm getting that you will definitely be getting that a lot of happiness and satisfaction coming up here in terms of love, and emotional speaking. Things are definitely progressing. Just a few things I would say here is that pay attention to yourself, your intuition here, and don't fight yourself. Like don't don't fight yourself in general is what I'm getting coming up. Yeah, just work. I feel like sometimes you may feel that you are putting so much of attention to work, but at the same time here, financially speaking, I do not see any progress on that just yet. So you may need to take a break once in a while here, Dev Shop. Thank you so much for your donation. I hope it resonates, and thank you so much for being patient as well. Hi Mal. So let's see, Alisa. All right, Alisa, you can post your question, or did she post a question? Let me scroll up. What messages do your spirit guides have for you? All right, so let's see, Alisa. I'm not sure Alisa is here, so I'm just going to So, Alisa, Spirit Guides messages for you. Let's see what we have. So, for you, Alisa, here, I've got awareness coming in here. Live in the moment, be conscious of your thought, look for signs and guidance. I've got support coming in here. Ask for help, get more rest, nurture yourself. I've got nature coming in here for you as well. Ground yourself, find a sanctuary in the nature, connect with the elementals, and lastly, I've got hope. Stay positive. The worst is behind you. Look up to the light, and discernment coming up here as well. All is not what it seems. Stay true to your knowing. Keep your dream a secret. And then I've got patient, the most favorite word. So the patient energy coming up here quite strongly. I feel like you are being advised to be a little bit more patient and pay attention to what is it that you feel within yourself. So with this discernment energy, I feel like this is more of like how do you proceed and how you connect with other people in general here. Like if you feel like a certain people is just like making you feeling down, like if you do not see any positive thing, I mean like you do not feel empowered after you spend time with some people, I feel like this is where you need to set up a necessary boundaries here, Alisa. And another thing that I've got coming up here is that do not trust everyone too quickly and too easily, especially when it comes into your dreams, especially when it comes into your manifestation, like whatever you want to be attracting here. Sometimes you just have to keep everything within yourself first here rather than telling other people, because we never know what kind of energy other people may have. And then with this awareness energy coming up here, I feel like you've been getting a lot of signs, synchronicities, messages coming up here from your spirit guides, from the divine here, and you are being asked to be more aware or stay more in the present, more staying more in your present power. And what do I mean by that here is that whenever your emotion kind of like getting up and down here, you need to pay attention here, is that do not let your fear take control of you. Do not feel like depressed about whatever had happened in the past. Do not also let your anxiety taking control of you here, is what I'm getting. Be conscious about your thoughts. So pay attention of your thought, pay attention of how you are feeling at that time and how your emotion is contributing, or your emotion is making you feel, or like feeding up any negative thought on any negative mindset within yourself. Now, another thing that I've got coming up is that ground yourself. Grounding yourself is really important. At this time, I'm getting nature and support. Whenever you're feeling down, whenever you feel like alone here, you can actually like just go and meditate. And if you have a certain people that you can completely trust on here, you can actually lean on them for support. But in general here, I would say is that try to ground yourself a little bit more. So go out, like go out into the park, into the nature, or just like if you cannot go out, just like meditate. Meditation is definitely going to be quite helpful. Connecting within yourself, connecting to your root chakra is really important here, is also another thing that I've got. And then I've got hope and patience. So like I said before, stay positive. The worst has already behind you, and things that will be coming up into things that will be happening to you or coming up into your future here will definitely as per what you desire. So those are the messages that I've got coming up here. I would say pay more attention onto your root chakra and heart chakra coming up here quite strongly as well, Alisa. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. So next is Beverly. Let me scroll back up. What is happening with your love life? Let me see. Yeah, I think it's more of like keeping everything within yourself. I feel like there are people in your life here that they might be talking to you, like they might, like understand you, like they want to, like support you, but at the same time they could be giving you that jealous vibe, like they do not really like you are progressing too much, for example. So try to just like keep everything within yourself is what I'm getting coming up here. So love life. Let's see what is going on Beverly's love life. So I'm getting two major energy coming up for you here. I'm getting fire sign Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I'm also getting a very strong earth sign Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So at least there is going to be two people coming in into your life here, and I feel like one person is someone from your past, and one person is going to be either someone new or someone that you have known for a while, or someone that you are quite familiar with, but for some reason, like things just haven't really been progressing between both of you here, Beverly. I've also got the Nine of Swords energy coming up here as well, a little bit of anxiety energy coming up here, and fear. I feel like part of you here, like you want to move forward with your love life, I would say here. At the same time here, like you are afraid that if you open up yourself to love, or if you open up yourself emotionally speaking here, what will be happening next, or what will, like what if both, I mean, like what if you just like gotten hurt again, or what if, like you are going through the same cycle of being left out alone in the cold, for example. Here, I feel like this is something that you have to heal, or what you are currently healing already, I would say here. But this is something that's still giving you that hesitation energy, is what I'm getting coming up here. There is definitely going to be at least two-person coming in into your life. And another thing that I've got here is that this person from the past, there is a little bit of ego-based energy, I would say here, or temper issue, ego-based energy is what I'm getting here. And at the same time, this new person that will be coming in into your life, we have got the King and the Queen of Pentacles energy coming in here. I'm also getting a very strong soulmate connection coming in here as well. For both of them, I would say here, both of this person are definitely your definitely have a very strong soulmate connection coming in here. And with this King of Pentacles energy and the Queen of Pentacles energy, I feel like the decision is going to be yours. Like at the end of the day here, you have to make the decision, because I feel like this new person or someone that will be coming in into your life here is going to be more grounded and more stable, both mentally and emotionally, as well as financially speaking. So at the end of the day, you will be making up the choice here. I've got the number 6 coming up here. The late winter is going to be quite significant. 6 weeks to 6 months from now, or late winter is going to be quite significant for you to be actually either meeting up a new person, or things to be picking up, I would say here, in terms of your love life here, Beverly. So that's it for your reading. I hope it resonates. I'm not sure if you're here, but just let me know if you have any other doubts after listening to the reading. So, Nate, let's see. What is the question? What is W energy for N currently, and what should N know about this connection? Okay, so let's what is going on of the in the connection. So I'm getting a very strong karmic situation coming up here, Nate. So I feel like W at this point of time here is still currently struggling with a certain karmic situation in their life at this time here, and trying to heal from that. I'm also getting a very strong anger energy coming up here. I feel like W thinks that the other person is still a little bit angry with them, or just like, again, this is how they feel, or this is what they think, I would say here. So with this release, the anger energy coming up here, they would like the other person to not feeling angry at them, or just like to release the pain and the anger in general, is what I'm getting coming up here with a release the anger. And then I've also got, will you give me another chance? So there's definitely, I mean, like this chapter between both of them hasn't ended completely. There is definitely going to be another, like another chance and another chapter coming in here between both of them. I've also got faithful energy coming in here. So even though there is this karmic situation, this faithful energy, so I feel like this might be talking about some sort of like a family issue, family upbringing, some sort of like an emotional pain or emotional trauma that the other person is currently going through, or at least at this point of time here, they're fighting to release this karmic lesson, this karmic connection in their life here. But at the same time, they are definitely going to be staying faithful to the connection here is also another thing that I've got. I've got a very strong travel energy coming up here. If there is a physical distance between both of you at this point of time here, Nate, this travel energy coming up here is talking about a face-to-face meeting. But if there is no physical distance between both of you here, this is basically talking about the energetical or emotional distance between both of you, where the communication and things are definitely going to be picking up. It's just that it might be a little bit of slow moving energy, but from the other person's side here, because of this karmic situation and the healing that they have to go through here, it may take them a little bit some time. I've also got the deceptions coming up here as well. I feel like they're also currently at this point of time going through a certain manipulative situation, a certain of full of deception energy here again. Coming back to this karmic situation here. I'm also getting a very strong fear energy and inner conflict. So this is what is currently going on. And with this fear and the inner conflict here, I feel like this is coming up here from your energy or coming up from the end person here, inner conflict and fearful. I feel like there are also some sort of like a doubt, is this going to happen, is this like even happening, or am I even hallucinating? Those kind of doubts are definitely there. And I feel like the biggest challenge is that as W at this time, healing and releasing all of understanding the karmic lesson and the karmic situation going on here, this end person have to face their own fear and the doubt and the inner conflict or the inner turmoil that they're going on, that is currently going on within themselves. So on both sides here, there are healing that needs to be done, and even though a little bit of slow process energy, but there is a progress. There is definitely like a progress energy coming up. It just might be a little bit slower is what I'm getting here. um, Nate, thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. So let's see with Jaws. Yeah, the idea that you've just thought put into, and yes, Jaws, I will definitely. I haven't gotten the information about the picture that you sent me, but I'm definitely going to look on that and let's see if I can find any information. So, what messages that you have about the idea? The first message that I've got coming up for you here is that to step into your own power. And I'm not sure what kind of idea that you have here, but this is the message that I've got coming up here. Do not hesitate, just go for it. Like literally with this King of Wands energy here, imagine like if you know who is backing you up, like how much confidence that you would have to move forward if you know who is behind you and who is like protecting you throughout your life. So this is like, I mean, honestly, with this lion energy here, it's definitely like a very strong divine God, angels, universe, whoever you believe in here is actually backing you up, is what I'm getting coming up here. So move forward, like just move forward is the main message that I've got coming up here. You may find a little bit of a stagnancy energy make way, I would say here, or you kind of like start again in the future, like after some time, you may kind of like overthinking a lot, or you may find yourself here like questioning things. For example, like, okay, what is going on here? Like, am I even on the right track? Like, you might be questioning in that way, and in that particular moment, just move forward is what I'm getting coming up. Like, just keep on moving. And I've also got the star energy coming in here. The star energy is a energy of wish fulfillment energy. Like whatever you're wishing for, whatever you want to achieve in your life is definitely going to be there. Like I said before, I think there is, I mean, honestly, with especially with the dream, with the dream that you have gotten here, I'm getting a very, very strong divine energy surrounding you here. I feel like you have to be here. Just move forward. Like everything is just going to be falling into places here. Like moving forward. Like just keep on going here. Things so in general, I would say here is that success, definitely success will be there for you. Whenever you're feeling a little bit doubtful, or whenever, like just like because we are going into the full moon energy and the Mercury retrograde, it's quite normal to feel a little bit doubtful in like after some time. And in those particular moments here, do not feed into the fear. I've got intention coming up here for you. Be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want. Be bold with your request to the universe. So it's really important for you here to be bold with your whatever you want to ask. Like I said before, a very strong divine presence coming up quite strongly here, and whatever you're manifesting and whatever you want to achieve is definitely coming into you here. And another thing that I've got coming up here is that with focus on what you really want here, like focus on what got you started in the first place, focus on the intention that you have here. And then I've got flow coming in here as well. Find an easier path, surrender to the outcome, release your expectation, and just moving forward with the flow here. With the flow is what I'm getting. I mean, this is like your huge confirmation here, just like definitely go ahead and do that. And it's quite interesting because you said this is an ancient prayer technique to help people. And as you can see here with this lion energy coming up here, this is like, I think you have gotten a green light directly from the universe, the divine here to just go ahead. Like just go ahead and do that. This is definitely going to be helpful for healing as well. Success. Success and healing is what I'm getting coming up here. So yeah, just go ahead and do that. I think things are definitely going to be really not only helping you to grow on an individual level, but also will be helping people as well. Like just go ahead and do that, and it's going to be helpful with healing, with other people healing journey as well here. Josh, thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. And let's go to Ashley. Okay, what is coming up in your love life as far as serious relationship? Are you on the right track? I'm directly getting a very strong lover's energy coming up for you here, actually. So you will definitely have the committed, long-term, stable relationship that you desire, having the family that you desire here. With this lover's energy that I've got coming up for you, this is a very strong of divine counterpart here, like your true divine counterpart and your true, like soulmate or twin flame energy coming up here right away. So you will definitely be able to, like have the I've also got the Ten of Cups energy coming up. I'm getting a very strong success. Yes, you are definitely already on the right path to achieve the committed, long-term, stable relationship, a stable union. Like coming forward into your life. I'm getting that there is a little bit of hesitation energy coming up here, either you or your future partner at this time, because it's like with this page of swords energy and the ace of swords energy coming up, I'm getting that you need to set up a necessary boundaries within yourself. I mean, apart from this lovers energy that I've got coming up for you here, I feel like there are also many other people that will be making an entrance into your life. I would say here, Ashley, like you will be meeting like people either, for example, like just like going out and hanging out with someone, or just like in your work situation here, and then you will be meeting up some people who might show like interest to you. But I feel like you have to be a little bit more like putting up boundaries here, so you do not attract any negative or any unhealed people at this time here is what I'm getting. I'm also getting a very strong communication energy coming up here. If you're waiting for some sort of like a communication here, an honest, truthful, open communication is definitely going to be there. I've got the Three of Pentacles energy coming up here. So yes, you are definitely already on the right path. There is no doubt on that here. It's just that the Three of Pentacles energy here is that you have just like starting to rebuild the foundation on your individual self first, like on your personal journey. You're just like starting to build up the foundation. So like a step-by-step process is what I'm getting coming up here. So even though it might be taking a little bit of some time, but union and like union and long-term committed relationship is definitely there in your life. Let me pull a time frame. Look at this. I've got two tens coming up for you here, the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles energy here. So you definitely going to have the family that you desire. I mean, like, you're definitely going to have the relationship that you desire here. Like, there is no doubt on that. I'm getting a very strong late fall energy coming up here, and the number 8. So 8 to 10 weeks from now is going to be quite significant, or the month of October, or this could also be going up until late fall. So can be until towards the end of the year is what I'm getting here, Ashley. And your second question is the Aries watching you on social media. Let's see. I would say yes. I've got the Magician coming up. I've got the Lover's energy coming in here as well. I feel like yes, there is definitely like a stalking energy coming up here. At the same time, this person, I've got the Eight of Swords energy coming up here, feeling trapped mentally and emotionally speaking. This person will definitely be coming forward and approach you, I would say here, with this full energy here. And when that happens, the choice is definitely going to be yours, like whether you actually want to move forward with that or not. Because with this High Priestess that I've got coming up for you here, actually trust your intuition and focus your intuition is really important here. So I feel like yes, this person is definitely checking out on you on social media pages. Might not be constantly checking you out, but once in a while, like quite a lot, I would say here. But at the same time, they haven't really been able to move forward or make an attempt to come to you, or make an attempt to enter your life here, because of this feeling trapped and feeling stuck within themselves mentally and emotionally speaking, is what I'm getting here, Ashley. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I hope it resonates with you. So next we have, okay, Shanti. You can post your question, please. What is Shanti's true feeling to you? I'm getting a very strong not now energy, and will you give me another chance coming up here? So if there is a separation at this time, or just like distance in general, I would say here might not be a separation, but just like some sort of like a distance energy here. This person still wants you. This person still wants to give this another shot, is what I'm getting. And then I've also got insecurities coming up here. I'm sorry for hurting you, and yes, I'm sorry for. I've got yes coming up here. I'm sorry for hurting you, and insecurity. The only thing that is delaying this here is that their own insecurity, I would say here, like they're feeling a little bit of insecure within themselves at this time, and could also be like part of their ego is also another thing that I've got coming up here. I've got soulmate or twin flame energy coming up here, so there's definitely like a very strong soul connection coming in here between both of you. So I feel like with this soul connection energy that I'm getting coming up for you here, Shanjay, I'm getting that sometimes when you are not doing anything, or even like when you're busy with doing something else here, you could just pick up their energy out of nowhere, I would say here. Like how do I say it here? um like you could just like be working, and then suddenly you feel that this wave of sadness, or this wave of feeling insecure, or just like feeling a little bit of conflicted within yourself. So okay, I think it's buffering. I hope it's not buffering. Okay, so what I'm getting coming up here is that this is something that this is something that they're struggling with at this time, is what I'm getting coming up here. And then I've also got family issues and family upbringing coming up here as well. So this is part of the karmic lessons, or part of the karmic situation, I would say here, that they have to heal is what I'm getting coming up here, Shanti. So emotional healing in general is what I'm getting coming up here. I think they do realizes that they have hurt you one way or the other, and they do still want to be with you. They actually have been thinking about you here as well. I feel like at this time there is a little bit of a denial, I would say here, or running energy is what I'm getting coming up from them. It's like whenever they are feeling down, whenever they're feeling a little bit of insecure within themselves, instead of actually working on that, they tend to be running away, like doing something, like focusing onto the work situation, or just like focusing on work, or just like throwing themselves into work or some other things is what I'm getting coming up here. So yeah, that's how they've been feeling towards you here. A little bit of communication blockage coming up here as well. They haven't really been fully awakened, I would say here. So there is still like with this religious and spiritual factors coming up here, you are definitely more aware about the connection rather than them. And this is a little bit of, I won't say slow process, but yeah, kind of like a delay is definitely going to be there, Shanti. So that's what I've got for you. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. Let's move to Quattro. All right, so okay, Rebecca, I'll put you onto the list. Quattro, you can pose your question, please. Oh, okay, Quattro, I got you. Okay, Quattro hasn't posted. So Quattro, unless if you donated, Monica, yes, your reading will be stamped. If you are looking for free reading, no, it won't be stamped. And okay, Quattro or Aquarian light. Yes, Jessica, I got you. Let me update the donation list first. Okay, so Quattro or Aquarian light, you can post your question, either one of you. So I haven't seen Aquarian light. Okay, let me wait for them, and let me just do shy first. Shahira, you can post your question. Let's see whoever comes first so I can do them. Okay, Danny and you have been. Okay, Danny, I've been having issue. Is it going to get better? Like, what is going on? Okay, so let's see. Is it going to get better? Yes, I'm getting a very strong yes energy coming up here, but it may take a little bit of while is what I'm getting. I've got the number 7 coming up quite strongly here, Shai. So 7 weeks, 7 days to 7 weeks is going to be quite significant. Now, the thing here is that I feel like the communication between both of you has been not really been good enough in a way that you will try, I mean, like you are saying something, but they might not understand it, and vice versa. They might try to say something, but you might not understand it. Like there is this miscommunication energy is what I'm getting coming up here. I feel like at this time, what both of you need to be doing here is that I've got the 7 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords energy coming up here. I feel like both of you need to have a sit down and face-to-face communication here, and it's like address and reassess everything going on both of your life at this point of time here, Shai. Like what are the trigger, I would say here, that both of you are facing, or what are the things that both of you need to heal on an individual level. And another thing here is that let go of the past. With this 7 of Swords energy that I've got coming up here, even though both of you are communicating, or even both of you here want to work on fixing up the situation or fixing up the relationship between both of you here, but at the same time here it's like do both of you here ready to, how do I say, like to let go things from the past. And by letting go things from the past here, it's not only about, it's not only, it's not only about whatever had happened between both of you in the past, but also like on an individual level, some pain, some trauma, some events from the past that might still be triggering to you here, because both of you here actually wanting to communicate, willing to work on things, but at the same time here there's still holding on into things from the past is what I'm getting coming up here. Now, will things get better between both of you here? 100% yes. I've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles coming in here for you. So yes, things are definitely going to get better for you here. But things, I mean, like there are definitely certain things that both of you need to walk away from, like reassess everything on your life, on both of your life at this time. And then with this 4 of Cups energy coming up here, the communication, I feel like the communication is definitely something that both of you need to improve in a sense that both of you are communicating, but do both of you actually understand, like each other that well is a bigger question here. So communication is definitely something that both of you need to be improving on. But yes, both of you are definitely going to get better. I've got the Lovers energy coming up for you here. It's just that patience is definitely something needed. I've got the 4 of Wands. I'm not sure if both of you are married at this point of time or just being in a relationship, but either way, with this 4 of Wands energy here, the situation are definitely going to get better. Union is coming up here. If both of you are married at this point of time here, the marriage is definitely going to be a long term and long lasting one. For the time frame, I've got the number 4 coming in here as well, and early spring. So 4 weeks, 4 months to the month of April, and early spring is coming up quite strongly here. Once again, the communication. I've got the Page of Swords energy coming up here. One foot in, one foot out type of communication. So I feel like both of you need to have that, just go all in terms of the communication. So those are what both of you need to be focusing on here, Shai. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. Let's say Renee. Mm. And Shai, I cannot decline the e-check one, but it would automatically be cancelled, I would say. But if in case it goes through, I will refund it back to you. Usually it would get cancelled after like 3 to 5 days, but if in case it doesn't, I'll refund it back to you. Renee, anyone coming that will commit when, who? Okay, anyone else coming into your life? I'm getting a very strong air sign, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini coming in here into your life. But at the same time, here I'm still getting a very strong feeling defeated energy coming up for you here, Rennie. So I feel like you still haven't really been you still haven't really been over, I would say, here about what had happened between you and John, and it will take a little bit some time for that. So even though I do get a very strong air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini coming in into your life here, I won't suggest you to rush into the relationship at this point of time, because the healing still needs to happen, I would say here, in a sense that I don't want you to rush into it just like as a rebound, or just like, as a way of you forgetting about John here. But yes, things are I mean, like, someone is definitely going to be coming into your life here. I'm getting a very strong number 8 coming up here, 8 weeks from now, and late spring is another thing that I've got coming up here. 8 weeks from now, and late spring is what I'm getting, coming up quite strongly. So you may meet this person around, yeah, around 8 weeks from now or late spring. Now let's see about how John is feeling. I've got I love you coming up here right away, Renee, and then I've got no now. So yes, this person is still in love with you. Yes, both of you are definitely going to be able to, like, reconcile once again here, and, like, make things up. It's just that it may take a little bit some time, or at least now it's not the right time here, is what I'm getting. So what I'm getting coming up for you here is that I do see a new person coming in here as sign of Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. This may happen either 8 weeks from now or late spring, is what I'm getting coming up here. So it could be like next year. But I would suggest for you here that to not rush into it first. Like, you can just like meet them and like hanging out together and see how things progressing, but do not really like focus on, okay, I have to meet this person, I have to be in a relationship with this with the next person that I am meeting. Just kind of like take a little bit some time on that. As for John, I do see they coming back again here. It's just like it may take a little bit some time on that. They still do love you. I've got trust in the divine timing, and I see my future with you here. And then I've got I love you coming in here. So I'm going to pull a time frame for John. I've got the number 2 coming in here for John, and the month of November. So the month of November and the month of February to March next year is going to be quite significant for you here, Rennie. And no, post your question, Quattro. I'm actually waiting for your question. So thank you so much, Rennie, for your donation, and I truly appreciate your patience. Yeah, please post your question, Quattro. I'm actually waiting for you. And Mal, you can actually add Aquarian as well to the list. So in case, like, they come back. You're welcome, Renee. What would happen if you had pursued your video game design? Okay, so let's see what would happen. So what would have happened if you pursue your video game design? So I've got the 7 of Cups energy coming up here, the 5 of Swords, 7 of Cups, and the 5 of Swords energy coming up here. I'm getting a very strong feeling defeated energy coming up for you here, Quattro. Had you pursue your video game design, it's like I feel like you're going to be encounter losses after losses, or in a way that um, I'm getting more of like a financial loss here as well. So this could be like I'm not sure if you had planned, like, say for example, like to go to a college and then like pursue that. I feel like it's just going to be adding up even more, like financial debt or student debt onto your account. And And also, like with this Five of Swords energy coming up here, you may find a little bit struggle either to find a decent client or decent company to work with. And I'm getting like a, how do I say it here? Exploitation is also another thing that I've got coming up here. It's like, how do I say it? It's like you would actually have to work so much, like there is no, I think in terms of the timing of the work, it may almost be same as the nursing, because it's like you have to stay awake like almost every like all night, like just like to find a way on how to do it. But overall energy that I'm getting coming up here, a lot of confusion and just like feeling defeated in general is what I'm getting coming up here. And then I've also got the Queen of Swords energy coming in here with the Six of Swords. I don't think it's a good, I mean, it's a good thing that you choose nursing, I would say here, because even if you choose a video game, here is that you may feel that you've wasted your time. Like on one side, financial debt is just like piling up. On the other side here, like you cannot really like focus on that, or you cannot really like connect it with that. Like there would be some sort of like a defeat after defeat here, confusion after confusion, to a point where, okay, this is like I'm just giving up, I'm just going to move into another thing, and like I'm just going to be moving into like another area, for example here. So you may find like as if you have wasted your time is what I'm getting coming up here. I've also got the Three of Swords energy coming in here as well, a little bit of sadness and pain. So in that way, it's kind of like good that you actually took nursing, because I feel like you are more connected in that way. Like maybe like if you want to pursue a video game design here, like just put it as a hobby, like just like see how things moving forward. But professionally taking that up, or like focusing only on that here, it may make you even like more stressed or even like depressed to a point here is what I'm getting. So it's kind of like good thing that you actually uh, take nursing. Let's see of what is this week holding for you. So I'm getting a very strong progress when it comes into your finances. At least this, I mean, even though you're asking this for this week, I feel like this may go up until this month. Like at times you might find that there are some sort of like a little bit or a quick like financial difficulties in a moment, I would say here, or like towards the beginning of the week. But towards the end of the week or towards the end of the month here, like your financial any financial issue that you may have here is going to be okay. So I'm getting like some more money coming in into your life here, either towards the end of uh, I mean, like the end of the week or towards the end of the month is what I'm getting coming up here. So I'm getting more towards like a financial energy coming up here for you this week. Let's see what else. So patient is definitely your patient will definitely be tested. It's also another thing that I've got coming up here. I've got chariot energy here. So this week we'll be moving forward in a little bit of slow manner, I would say here. Or you may find like, okay, why is this haven't handed here? Like why is this in like still getting dragged? For example, like the week is still being dragged. I'm getting patient is definitely going to be tested. Your patience is definitely going to be tested this week. I would suggest for you here that to not interact or to not get into things, or maybe like I won't say argument, just like maybe like you find yourself here being involved with someone or being involved in a situation that is not worth your energy. Just walk away is what I'm getting here. As for the message that I've got coming up for you here, Quattro, I've got trust. Leap into the unknown, have faith and move forward, believe you will fly. And then I've got support coming up here. Ask for help, get more rest, nurture yourself. So I feel like this week, like I said before, your patience will definitely be tested. So try to like take some rest. Don't really like stressed out here, especially when it comes into finances. Even in general, if you feel a little bit of off balance starting up of the week, by next week things are definitely going to be okay. So like don't really like stress about that. And trust, I've got trust energy coming up here. Trust into like into the divine, trust into yourself. Things are definitely going to go well. So those are the few things that you have to pay attention to for the coming week. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. And Aquarian, if you are here, you can directly post your question. Meanwhile, I'll do Jessica. Mm, okay, Quattro, no worries. Jessica. Um, what do you have in store for you in terms of your love life? So in terms of your love life here, I do see a progress coming up for you here, Jessica, but for some reason I'm getting a little bit of slow process and slow moving energy coming up for you. There is a little bit of hesitation energy coming up for you here, especially when it comes into opening up yourself. So for some reason I'm getting that you are already quite comfortable of closing up yourself, I would say here, or just like keeping everything within yourself, your emotional feelings in general here. Maybe because I'm getting a very strong fear. Maybe this fear is referring to a fear of being left out alone in the cold. Maybe you have this particular fear that okay, what if I open myself into this new person and then this new person is just like going to like walk away from me or just like going to hurt me again. So there is still a little bit of that particular pain is what I'm getting coming up here. I feel like this is one thing that you have to heal or one thing that you need to be opening up yourself with. I've got the sun energy coming up for you here. So in terms of your love situation here, I do see like a very strong happiness coming in here and success energy coming in here as well. I'm getting a very strong water sign, Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces, or someone with a very strong water energy coming in here into your life that will be giving you that emotional satisfaction or just in general here the relationship between you and this person is going to be moving forward victoriously. I'm not really getting any strong of twin flame at this time here, but again, twin flame connection is usually very, very personal. Unless and until you meet this person, it can be a little bit hard to say. I won't really suggest you to focus on that because this person, the water sign here, the Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, there are someone, I mean, like this person is someone who's actually really stable and really connected within themselves. Yeah, I'm getting a very strong financial stability, emotional stability, being grounded within themselves, who is actually going to be there giving you the love and giving you the desire, I mean, like giving you the respect, the mutual respect, loving you, and just in general like, giving you the stability that you desire. Because why I'm not suggesting you here to focus too much on your twin flame or on your twin flame connection here, because there is still very strong fear energy coming in here quite strongly for you, Jessica, like fear of being left out in the cold, and you still need to learn on how to be open with yourself and be open with your emotional feelings in general. At this time, I'm not really getting a very strong twin flame connection coming in here. Like I'm not saying that you won't meet your twin flame, but soulmate connection is definitely there in your life. I've got the high priestess energy coming up. You trust your intuition and focus on your, I mean, like trusting yourself and trusting your intuition is really important. Let me pull a time frame here. I'm getting the number 3 coming up for you here, Jessica. 3 weeks, 3 months from now, the month of March is going to be quite significant, as well as early winter energy here. So that's it for your reading. I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for your donation and thank you so much for being patient. So let's look up for Rebecca. What Mark has been up to. All right, so let's see about his feeling and then what he has been up to. Thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate that. what Mark has been up to here. I've got will you marry me, and I've got insecurity energy coming up here. I feel like this person is still battling up their ego, I would say here, because with this insecurity energy that I've got coming up from Mark here, they do want to come towards you, like they do want to communicate with you here, but their ego is what's stopping them, and also like feeling insecure within themselves. I feel like part of them here afraid that, again, masculine ego in general is what I'm getting coming up here. It's like what they're thinking at this point of time here, if they are the one who's actually coming towards you or communicate with you first, how would that make them feel? Like the ego is still quite one between you and Mark. There is a little bit of defensive energy coming up here as well. And I've got will you marry me energy coming in here. So this is how he feels towards you. Now, what he has been up to lately here, I've got the Eight of Cups and I've got the Nine of Wands energy coming in here. I feel like he's more going out, I would say here, either with his friend or with the family members, or focusing on like a social circle in general is what I'm getting coming up for you here. I mean, like, is what I'm getting coming up from Mark. So I feel like this person might be focusing on something else. Either again could be like a social circle, it could be like focusing on the family, friends, or just like some sort of like a work or good energy that I've got coming up here. This is more of like, opening up themselves in general, like finally like approaching you and letting go of all of this ego-based energy is what I'm getting coming up here. A little bit of time is what I'm getting. Like just a little bit of off balance energy when it comes into the emotion. And I've got the Four of Swords energy coming up. I feel like they are just like more within themselves. I think this is more of like even if they are spending time with friends, this is like someone that really, really close to them, like a very strong of inner circle, like rather than just like like going out with anyone. Like this is more of like an intimate and personal connection is what I'm getting here. So like for example, like his childhood friend or just like family energy is what I'm getting coming up here. Emotionally, they still have a lot of things that they need to heal, and with keeping up balance within themselves here, Rebecca, is what I'm getting. That's it for your reading. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. Maybell, you can post your question, please. Or did you post your question? Let me. Again, I've got patient and strength wants to come up for you here. So patience is definitely really, really going to be tested in this situation. I would say, I mean, I would suggest is that do not take things personally. I would say here of whatever he's not doing or whatever he's, like whatever is doing and whatever is not doing. It's just that they do have. It's just that they're still like struggling within themselves here as well. So I wouldn't really like take everything that they did or they did not do personally. I would say here, Rebecca. Hi Maya. Sorry, I do not have any free list. You just have to post your question. After I'm done with the donation, I'll scroll back up to start doing the free reading. There is no list for free for the free reading. I mean. Okay, Aquarian and Maybell. Aquarian light. I'm not sure if you're still here. Maybell, is he still talking or seeing Emily? no, I'm not getting a very strong seeing energy coming up here, Mabel. But talking here and there is what I'm getting coming up here, or at least because I've got the Three of Pentacles energy coming up here. I've also got the Star energy coming in here as well. I feel like they may still have like each other's contact with again the talking energy also, like I'm not really getting like a constant talking with one another here, Mabel. It's more like maybe they still have the contact, like which they could actually like see, let's say for example like each other's post, each other's story, like that could be that. The talking energy, like kind of like once in a while, yes, the talking is still there, but not really seeing. I'm not really getting like any strong of seeing energy coming up here. Talking, yes, just like even the talking energy that I'm getting coming up here is not really something that has been happening every day. So once in a while, I would say here is there, but I feel like both of them may still have each other's contact. Being safe, being safe is what I'm getting coming up here. And another thing that I've got coming up is that I don't really see anything that you need to worry about that, because I do not get anything of like a strong emotional feeling that they have. I mean, like that your person have to towards family. And another thing that I've got coming up here is that with this Ten of Wands energy that I've got coming up here, feeling extremely overwhelmed and feeling extremely overburdened is what I'm getting coming up here. So I feel like there might be some other things that they are focusing on at this time, like a work situation, or just like I'm getting like a lot of pressure that are currently going on within themselves. I do not really see meeting up energy here, but talking is there. But even that talking energy is slowly going to be reduced. Like at this point of time, I'm not really getting like a very strong talking energy. Like once in a while, probably there. Like once in a month or like once in a few weeks could be there. Like just say hi, how are you? But even then, like slowly, I mean, like even that slowly is going to be getting reduced here as well. I'm getting that at this time, your person here is focusing too much on their work situation here is what I'm getting. I've also got the Hermit energy and the Queen of Cups energy coming up here. Even if the talking happens, it's more like I feel like Emily is reaching out to them rather than he's the one who's actually reaching out to her. So let's say for example, like if Emily texting him like, "Hey, how are you?" Like he will reply and then that's it, just done. Those kind of energy is what I'm getting coming up here, Mabel. But even then, it's going to be like slowly getting reduced. I've got the judgment energy, the judgment energy coming up twice here, so it's definitely going to be getting reduced and completely, like cut out is what I'm getting coming up here. So that's it for your reading. Try to not worry about that, because I do not see anything happening, or I do not see anything concerning coming up from that, because at least one thing that I'm certain here is that your person is not the one who's actually chasing after, I would say here, like he's not the one who's actually like starting up the communication is what I'm getting here, Mabel. So that's it for your reading. I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. Okay, so I'm starting to do the free reading. I'm going to go from up. So for those of you who have posted your questions, let me just 1 minute. Let me just reload and see which question I have on the top. So the one that I have here is from Amani. So for those of you who have posted your question before Amani, you may need to repost it again. So let's see with Amani. Let's see. So for those of you waiting for free question, you may actually repost that, please. All right, so Amani, general reading. The reading that I've got, sorry, the energy that I've got coming up for you here, Amani, I've got healer, You have powerful healing gift. Have faith in your gift and have faith in your abilities. Stay true to your path as a healer. I feel like you might have already known this, and I might have already said this as well before. You have a very, very strong healing gift coming up for you here, Amani, where I feel like it's easy for you here to be attracting people who sometimes can be like an energy vampire. So you could be like attracting people who are just there to use you or to just like use your energy and then disappear. So I feel like you really need to pay attention to that and setting up necessary boundaries in your life, Amani. So, okay, am I done? Eric, are there messages from your guides this month? I've got trust coming up for you here, Eric, and then I've got celebration coming up here as well. A positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success, enjoy your achievement. I've got trust coming in here for you as well. Leap into the unknown, have faith, and move forward. Believe you will fly. So the message that I've got coming up for you here for this month, the month of September to the month of October here, is that there is going to be a lot of celebration, goals being achieved, milestones being achieved here, and all you have to do here is that trust onto yourself as well as trust onto the divine is what I'm getting here, Eric. So are those the ones that only for free reading? Okay, Maya, what will become of yourself and the Leo? So at this time here, I'm getting that both of you still have a lot of things that both of you need to be working on here. I'm not sure if both of you are in a relationship at this point of time or just are still being single. If both of you are single at this time here, I feel like it's going to be staying that way for some time. I've got the Nine of Pentacles energy coming up here. Or if, I mean, like if both of you are still single, I think both of you are going to stay that way for a little bit of while there is still a lot of like inner work that needs to happen. If both of you are in a relationship at this point of time here, I feel like it's really important that both of you to start working on individual stability first for the relationship and for the situation to be moving forward is what I'm getting here, Maya. Asia, messages from Sharif. Communicate, I've got soulmate or twin flame coming up for you here, Asia. I've got communication blockage coming up here. There is still, like on and off communication, I would say, still going on between, I mean, like within himself, I would say here. So the communication is a little bit blocked at this time. I've got not now coming up here, emotional healing. I've got family issue and family upbringing and abuse or abusive relationship coming up. These are the reason why things might not be moving forward as fast as you're expecting it to be here between you and Sharif. It's not that it's never going to, I mean, like, I'm not saying that he's never going to heal. Definitely he will. It's just that it might be taking a little bit some time. At least he's working on himself, I would say here, with his emotional healing. And he has to be more open with himself here about the abuses that he might have actually experienced in the past. The physical or even like emotional abuse starting up from the family. So those are the messages I've got coming up from him, Asia. Salma, does Rahab love you truly? I would yes. I'm sorry. I would say yes, definitely. I've got the lovers energy coming up here quite strongly for you, Salma. Yes, but they still have this very strong ego energy within themselves, I would say. And I think both of you here still have things that you have to heal. Because with this Three of Swords energy that I've got coming up here, there is still like a little bit of heartbroken energy coming up here. Heartbroken or just sadness energy in general is what I'm getting coming up here for both of you, Salma. You're welcome, Amani. And yes, Rebecca, just hanging out with his childhood friend, family, just like focusing in that direction. You're welcome, Eric. Coco Chanel. Coco is and the one you are supposed to be with. I've got the Ace of Wands coming up here and the Ten of Cups. I've got the Nine of Swords energy coming up here. Yes, I would say here, but there is still a lot of anxiety and mental healing. I would say here, mental health needs to be focused. Sorry, the mental health either of you or the end needs to be the major focus at this time. But yes, I'm getting a yes coming up here. You're welcome, Asia. Daria, will you be getting good paying job after you graduate? 100% yes. I've got two aces coming up for you. Here's like yes, like 100% yes beyond doubt, Daria. Mm, Kira, I'm not sure what you mean. Kira, I mean like, do you mean like when is love coming in into your life? Could you just actually clarify on that? The doll-faced diva. Will things get better at your job? Let's see. Will things get better? Eventually, yes. I've got the Page of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords energy coming up here. Eventually, yes, but I'm honestly getting a very strong feeling trap emotionally is what I'm getting coming up here. Doll-faced diva. So I feel like the job can be a little bit draining on an energy level or on like emotional level is what I'm getting. But yes, eventually, yes. Anyone else waiting for the free question? Because if you have posted before, I'm sorry, but Facebook just sorry, not Facebook, YouTube just hit them all, so you have to repost that again. Like I'm not seeing any other question posted before Amani, so you may need to repost it again. And yeah, post your question, Asia. Oh, sorry, did you already? Let me see the question. Would you like the project manager position? Let's see what is going to be happening. Aquarian light still not here. Let me just. So Aquarian light, if you come back and I've already ended the reading, you can actually email me or you can actually come back on to the next live. So either way, uh, so let's see. Will you like the project manager at Eastern? In Eastern. So would you like that? I would say yes. I've also got the Ten of Pentacles energy coming up for you here, Asia. So financially, it's definitely going to be really helpful for you. I would say like money-wise, I would say here there is going to be like a lot of stability and a lot of financial stability and money energy in general coming in here for you. And I've also got the Death energy and the Emperor energy coming in here as well. I feel like this is going to be, I'm not sure if you have done this particular type of job before, but with this death energy that I've got coming up here, there's going to be like a new lessons, like a new journey, like a lot of like new things that you can learn from that. Here is what I'm getting. The only problem that I'm getting coming up here is that the Emperor energy here. I'm not sure what kind of feel it is, but with this Emperor energy that I've got coming up here, you have to be taking up a lot of responsibility within yourself. You're like that is, I mean, like sometimes you feel like I'm getting a little bit of judgmental energy coming in here as well. So I feel like if you choose to go ahead and accept the job here, pay in mind that there might be a lot of people judging you, that especially men in general, I would say, especially men, like either men below you or even like the upper positional person. I feel like there's going to be a lot of judgmental energy, which can be a little bit stressful, I would say here, which can be a little bit affecting your mental health or emotional health in general. So try to be prepared on that. And I've got the Four of Swords energy coming up here. You may need to pay attention to your sleeping schedule here as well. Another thing that I've got, or just in general here, resting. So I feel like the job here can be a little bit draining and can be, how do I say it, like taking most of your time to a point where you may not even have much time for your personal life. So I feel like if you do that, if you decided to take on that, you have to really pay attention on dividing the professional and personal life here is what I'm getting. It's just that sometimes the people talk behind you, or just like the judgmental energy is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly, which can make you feel off balance, which can, make you feel with this hangman energy here is that kind of like just like uneasiness in general is what I'm getting. But other than that, financially, I think it's a good. So you have to, like pay attention on that. Like there are positive and negative, I would say. So it's more like if you decide to go on that, you have to be really, really thick skin, I would say here, in the sense that there will be many people who would say something or would just like not really giving you the respect that you deserve, or not really like, how do I say, like kind of like looking down on you in general. So you have to, like you have to be quite thick skin on that. So yeah, that's what I've got. It's okay, Aquarian Light. You can post your question, please. We're actually waiting for you. You can post your question, Aquarian Light, so I can do it. Thank you so much for your donation, Asia. And Maya, I did your reading, so you may have to, like scroll back up. Sorry, I mean like rewind back. Nala, does Norman love you truly? Sometimes this person can be a little bit on the ego, I would say. Here, like a little bit of selfish energy is what I'm getting coming up here, Nala, but I would say yes. How does your boss, Ricky, feel about you? All right, so let's see. Romantically speaking, how does. So romantically speaking here, Nala, sorry, not Nala, Aquarian Light. Romantically speaking here, Aquarian Light, I did not really get any romantic feelings or romantic energy coming up here from your boss. I do get a very strong Queen of Swords energy coming up here. There is a very strong appreciation energy that your boss has on you, in a sense that they are seeing you as someone who can actually get everything done quickly. There is like this very strong they quite appreciate you, I would say here. But moving into love situation, I would say here, I'm not really getting that strongly. I've got the Knight of Cups energy coming up here. I feel like your boss can be a little bit on the friendly energy, I would say here, or overly friendly energy, I would say. But maybe this is will be happening in the future, but at this time I'm not really getting that quite strongly here, Aquarian. Like I've got the Fool, I've got the Chariot, and I've got the Wheel of Fortune energy coming in here. The situation between both of you are definitely going to be progressing, but will it be ending up into the romantic energy here? I'm not really getting that strongly at this time. It may take a little bit some time here, is what I'm getting. It may take a little bit some time, but at this time, I'm not really getting anything of that, anything of like romantic feeling from your boss at this time. I've got the Lover's energy coming up here. Like I said before, it may happen into the future, but not at this time. The month of June is going to be quite significant here as well. So it may take around 6 months from now, or the month of June here. But they definitely like quite appreciative of you. I've got the Queen of Swords, and then I've got the Queen of Pentacles energy coming in here as well. The Queen of Pentacles energy and the Queen of Swords energy here, they are quite appreciative of how you are putting yourself out there, and how like you are quite grounded and quite mature within your work and within yourself here is what I'm getting. Aquarian light. So yeah, that's it for your reading. Not now, but in the future there is a possibility, I would say here, about how your boss Ricky feel about you. So yeah, thank you so much for your donation and thank you so much for being patient. So Kira, when love coming in into your life? I'm getting the number 6 coming up for you here, Kira. 6 weeks, 6 months, the month of June or late spring can be quite significant. Copy. Will your twin flame come back to you soon? They will be coming back towards you. Here I've got the Knight of Cups, but at the same time, healing needs to happen here as well. So yes, you will definitely see them making an attempt to come back to your life. Copy. I think I've done all the free question and the donation as well. Mal, you can post your question, please, so I can end the reading. I can end the live. How did Gemini feel after read the message that you sent? I'm getting a little bit of stagnancy energy coming up here or feeling stuck. I'm not sure if they have replied to you yet. If they haven't, just a little bit of patience because of this two of wands energy that I've got coming up here and the page of wands energy that I've got coming in here. They kind of like not sure what to say or how to reply. So a little bit of time will definitely be needed on that. I mean, like if this is something of a reason, if this is something of in the past year, there is still like a little bit of stagnancy energy or just like not sure what to say or how to go about it. I've also got a very strong temperance energy coming up for you here as well, Ma. I mean, like this is how Gemini is feeling. So I feel like they are still kind of like, how do I say it here? It's like they kind of like weighing up on what to say or how to say things or just like I mean like they're still like kind of like weighing things up. I would say here like I mean like what should I say or how to say it or should I just like keep quiet within myself at this time. So still on that so still on that here. Oh, this was the last week, so I think that this is sorry. So this was the last week one here. I feel like he's still not really, the communication is still kind of like being on and off at this time here. Still in that energy. I would say, here, like, should I do it? I mean, like, should I text her or should I just like keep quiet at this time? I feel like this person wants to check up on you, I would say here, but for some reason still kind of like not sure how to do that or just like kind of being a little bit on themselves. Now let's see of what is going to be happening. This is how he feels. He felt, I would say here after read your message. His action. So what will be his action towards you? Once again, I've got the temperance energy coming in here. So weighing things up, like what to do and where to go about it. So still kind of like on that energy. Yeah, work focus is also another thing that I've got coming up here. Focusing on work and reassessing everything in their life. Balance, generally I'm getting here is that balancing things up in his life is what I'm getting coming up here. Work focus, work related energy, financial related situation is also another thing that I've got here. I've got the tower energy coming in. So I feel like there is, with this tower energy coming in here, I feel like there is something going on in his life at this time. I feel like this is more of like a work situation coming up here. Not really a disaster energy. I would say that like losing money or something to do with finances in general. Yes, Asia, you can. Like losing money or some kind of like a loss is what I'm getting coming up here, like just loss in general, like feeling lost in general here is what I'm getting coming up from him. So I feel like it's like it's like he has been building something and for some reason that's kind of like being stuck or getting stagnant or like just like one thing happened, so whatever that he's building is almost like crushing down. So he has to focus either like which way that he needs to focus here, either you or this particular things that he has been building up here. At this time, he's going to like putting all his energy and all his energy and all his focus on that. Now, I'm not sure if you know about this. This could be like something as of a recent energy because you sent the message last week. So this could also like be something that might have happened a few days ago, for example. I feel like this is what I'm getting coming up here. I've also got the Emperor energy coming in here. It's like for some reason I'm getting that he's putting so much of work, he's putting so much of pressure within themselves, like it's like almost like he has to oversee a lot of things all at once is what I'm getting. So this is his energy. Let me just focus on what his action. I feel like there are so, I mean, like that is what he wants you to know. Let me focus on his action. Meeting up will definitely be happening between both of you. The communication is also going to be picking up, but at the same time here with this page of source energy here, when the communication happens, it's still going to be like on and off energy or back and forth energy coming up here. At this time, this person is just like rather keep everything within themselves. Once again, I mean, I'm using two different decks here, and I still get the money energy coming in here from him. Money is coming in here quite strongly. Money, career, work situation coming up here. I've also got the Ten of Swords energy coming up here. Feeling betrayed and feeling backstabbed. Again, I feel like something might have happened. May not be literally a betrayal. I mean, like may not really like be of like a betrayal, but something might have happened that he did not expect that to happen, or just kind of like um, shocking him or surprising him is what I'm getting coming up here. Something is going on here. So yeah, and I don't even see him socializing, honestly. Like I don't really see any socializing energy around him at this time. So I'm getting a communication first. Communication coming in like one foot in and one foot out, so still kind of like on and off communication. Communication happening, and then after that the meet up, I would say here. So communication first and then meeting up. But I've got the Four of Wands energy coming up for you here. Things are looking good, I would say here, moving forward into the future. Things are definitely looking good moving forward into the future with this Four of Wands energy. It's just that a slow process, slow moving energy. I've got um, I've got the love energy coming in here. Let me pull a time frame. I've got number one coming up here within the next 1 week, I would say here, and I've got the Libra energy coming in here as well. So starting up from the Libra season, 1 week, 10 days, 1 week to 10 days is going to be quite significant, I would say here, Mal. But communication is coming in here quite strongly. So I feel like within the next week or within the next 10 days, you may hear from him. Yeah, that's it for your reading. Yeah, the Libra season coming in. So um yeah, I feel like he has a lot of things that he wants to tell you, but for some reason he couldn't. All right, Asia. So I'm going to focus on your love life first, and then on for your mother. I'm getting the messages all at once. So let me just focus on um, your love life here. Your love life energy coming up here, Asia. I've got a creative endeavor coming in. I feel like the divine spirit universe wants you to know here is that you are in full control of what you want to right into the next chapter of your love life. It's like they are giving you this blank canvas. It's like they're giving like this, okay, this is it, like what you want to do, like what is it that you want to be attracting, like what kind of like love situation that you want here, like what kind of like person that you want to be attracting into your life. So it's like spirits giving you that full control on your love life here is what I'm getting here, Asia. And then I've got courage energy coming up here. You are safe. Fear is an illusion. Set strong boundaries, and then I've got friendship coming in here. I've got friendship coming in here as well. Seek out your soul family, surround yourself with positive people, spend more time socializing. So I feel like you are at this point of time here, you're being advised to just like expand your social circle, expand, just like go out there, meet people, like start building up friendship, start building up the connection from ground zero. Like no matter who it is, no matter, like what it is, like just focus on the friendship, because from that particular friendship energy is when you can, like start forming or start, like building up your love life. Like it's like I'm giving you the full control. What is it that you want? Like focus on that. Here is what I'm getting. So I feel like you're being advised here to just like be open, like don't feel like, okay, is this like too much, or is this like, should I ask this, like is it too much if I ask that? Don't think that way, is what I'm getting here, Asia. And then I've got courage coming up here. Set strong boundaries. Fear is an illusion. Do not come from the place of fear, is what I'm getting here. So that is for your love situation. And to help your mother on an emotional level here, I've got healing light coming up here. I've also got dark thoughts coming in here as well. The problem here is that your mother, I would say here, they also have a lot of family issue and family upbringing within themselves. It's like you can't really blame them for how they are at this time, or for how they can be a little bit negative towards you, because the family that your mother grew up was also not really that healthy as well. So it's almost like generational trauma, is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly here from your mother. So it's like they have to realize that first, and for some reason, to make them realize that, it may take a lot of work. And because I've also got the consciousness of like coming up, yeah, they're having, I mean, like your mother here has a very strong insecure energy within themselves, to a point where sometimes they can actually project their own insecurity towards you, intentionally or unintentionally here. So it's like they feel like they are lacking so much. They have all of this negative thought, and like just like negative thought, negative mindset within themselves, which they are projecting to you. I'm getting a very strong sacral chakra energy coming up here and feeling of balance. I would suggest here is that there are so many layers, I would say here, and I've also got the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles energy coming in here for your mother. I would suggest is that focus on one issue first, because like it's like a huge ground, I would say here, that your mom needs to heal, and there are a lot of like confusion of and of balance at this time. I would suggest here is that focus on sacral chakra. I would suggest here, if she's open on healing, on in like listening to guided meditation, she don't even have to do anything, like just like play on the background guided meditation on sacral chakra while she's sleeping and while she's resting. That's going to be like helpful, at least for the next 3 weeks to 3 months. Yes, you can definitely help her. Yes, like she's definitely healing. It's just that patience is definitely needed here as well. But I've got the Six of Swords energy coming in here. Sometimes it's not going to be a smooth sailing, but patience is definitely there, is what I'm getting coming up here for you and for your mother, Asia. Start with the start with the sacral chakra. So let's see. Yeah, Maya, you can post your question. Who else I haven't answered for the free? You're welcome, Asia. Okay, love reading. So first of all, here Maya, I'm getting the Three of Cups energy coming up here for you. I feel like you have a good amount of friends, I would say here, or like a good amount of social circle, or at least this is what will be happening into the future if you do not have that. It's just that I feel like you have to pay attention of not rushing into things at this time when it comes into your love situation. People will be coming in into your life. You will definitely be attracting people into your life here, but I think you need to ask yourself here, are there certain things from the past that you're still keeping within yourself here? Past pain, past trauma. More specifically, here is that some sort of like getting manipulated, or you might have gone through a certain time period in your past here that someone might lie to you, or someone might have done something to you here in the past, either in terms of relationship or terms in like a family or even like a friendship energy here, that it's still affecting you deep down within yourself, like it's still there, in a way that it's still hurting you, or it's still kind of like paining you, I would say here. Now, another thing that I've got coming up here is that with this Seven of Wands energy that I've got coming up here, it's like you may feel within yourself here that you have to work for certain things. Like even when it comes into love, yes, that like you have this burden within you. I mean, like this is how you feel. I would say here that I have to work so hard to actually get another person affection. I have to get. I mean, like I have to work so hard here to make another person love me. For example, you know, I think that particular pressure that you have been putting within yourself here is what you need to release. That you want, like you need to let go here. Like you don't have to work so hard. You don't have to, like put so much of work into that. Like you just have to be yourself here is what I'm getting coming up. So those are the few things that I'm getting, that at this point of time here is delaying the energy, or just like kind of like blocking up the connection here. I'm getting a very strong earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And then I'm also I'm getting two energy coming up here. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, and fire sign, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I think you also, okay. You are dealing with a Leo, okay. I feel like there is going to be another person coming in into your life here. Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or someone that can be a little bit older than you, not really like a significant age gap, more like a couple of years older than you, I would say here. This person is going to be both mentally, financially, and emotionally quite stable. I've also got the Four of Wands energy coming in here as well. A lot of celebration, union, happiness coming in here. I'm getting a very strong new beginning energy coming up for you here, Maya. So you will have two choices coming in here, the Leo, or there's also going to be like another person coming in here for you. Let me pull a time frame. I've got the Two of Cups. I mean, with this two energy coming up here, the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands energy here, you will definitely be able to meet your true soulmate. You will definitely be able to meet someone that you can connect with on an emotional level, and also someone that will be there for you to give you the respect and to give you the commitment that you desire here, is what I'm getting. All you have to do here is that open up yourself and release things from the past. The time frame that I've got coming up for you here is number 9. 9 days, 9 weeks, 9 months. Late spring is going to be quite significant for you here as for the time frame. That's it for your reading. I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. Hi Indira. Yeah, Indira, I'm going to end the live. So I'm going to end the live stream. So if you have question, you can post, please. So I'll do yours. You're welcome, Maya. Yeah, there's definitely going to be someone new coming in into your life, and I feel like before, I mean, honestly, I feel like there are so much of works that you have to be putting. I mean, like there are so much of healing and work that you need to put within yourself in a way that you cannot let someone come in if there is still like so much of congested energy in front of you. So this is something that you have to pay attention to. All right, so Sharita, Indira, you don't have any question before I end the before I end the live stream. So will D come into your life this month? I've got the Emperor energy coming up here. I've got the Fourth Pentacles. I'm getting the fall season is coming in here quite strongly. If they are not coming in this month, within the next 4 days, 4 weeks, I would say, yeah, within the next. Sorry, if they are not coming in here by the end of this month, it may take around 4 weeks. Is what I'm getting coming up here. So fall energy is coming up quite strongly. So I would say yes. Hi, Destiny. Okay. So last call. Anyone else with the free question that I haven't answered before I end the stream? Oh, thank you so much for stopping by, Indira. I truly appreciate that. Thank you as well. Thank you as well, Destiny, Indira. All right then. If no one else has the free question, I'm going to end the stream. There will be another two other live stream. Tomorrow morning and tomorrow evening. If I'm not going by, if not tomorrow morning, it will be tomorrow evening and Monday evening. So just like I'll definitely post that up. So yeah, that's it. And have a good night, good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Stay safe and be blessed. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye bye.